stuff to Utah. I'm from Louisiana, Miami, so I am from big flavors, and I love to cook with big flavors, and I love to feed my family with big flavors, and if they don't like it, I don't care. I'm not a nice mama. I'm a big, hardcore kind of mama. So anyway, so today we're going to share with you how to get more veggies in your kids, how to go ahead and bring more international food to your table, especially. I love to cook all different kinds of things. A lot of times people ask me what kinds of food I love to cook, and actually I like everything. I love Thai, I love Cajun, I love seafood, I love Italian. I mean, you know, there's so many different things that you can do. So we are going to be sharing two incredible recipes. One is our Thai chicken quesadillas. They are phenomenal, and they are the recipe is on the sumptuousliving.net website. Go ahead and make sure to check that out especially. I have no feeling in my hands anymore from cooking for so long, so nothing feels hot to me anymore. But we're going to go ahead. Let me pull these off for you, Renee. Watch out. There you go. So because we're feeding so many quesadillas, I wanted to make sure we got some started up ahead. And we also are featuring our chicken and yellow rice that is veggie loaded. It is got so many veggies in it, you're just not going to believe it. And it is one of our website's most favorite recipes. So first, let's go ahead and get started on our. How many people cook like? Are you here because you look for more diverse cooking, or how many people already cook pretty diversely now? Who cooks like all kinds of food? I love you. We're finding that here in Utah, it's kind of hard to find stuff in your grocery stores. It's not a very diverse grocery store type of thing. We were having to get a little bit creative with our shopping excursions. So I was a little surprised because I would think that especially out west there'd be a little bit more variety. And I mean, in Atlanta we've got tons, of course, but you would think that would be more southerny. I don't know what. But this you can do with anything on that you can find at any grocery store. So we have tortillas go on, and it's basically like your basic tortilla method. And if you'll notice, these are massive, like massive, stupid, huge, large, right? But we have, when you're using at home, if you are using regular size tortillas, the best way to flip your quesadilla is to put a pot lid on top. And then use your spatula and just go and then you can just slip it right on and you're not dealing with anything hot, you know, because I don't have any feeling left, but y'all do, lucky ducks. So we're going to go ahead and layer that with cheese and any kind of your favorite Mexican cheese blend. I would normally do a whole big one, but these are so massive they don't fit on the griddle. So you know what? When you're cooking, a recipe is a guide, and you need to learn that you can adapt anything. If your family prefers pork versus chicken or shrimp, you could totally do this recipe with any kind, or if you wanted to just make them vegetarian, you completely could. In this gorgeous, very handy, very sassy looking device, which I love for any time, whenever you're squeezing chocolate sauce, whenever you're squeezing any kind of a sauce, this is our Thai peanut sauce, and it is a mixture of rice wine vinegar and peanut butter, creamy peanut butter, and lime juice and honey and sesame oil. So the entire recipe is on our website, Sumptuous Living, and I'm going to squeeze the whole thing because this thing, normally on the site you'll see I did it on the outside, but because we're eating and not wanting to make a massive mess, we're going to go ahead and use it on the inside too. We had someone when we were in Phoenix and in Dallas, we had a bunch of moms that came up and they all have like teenage boys, and they're like, oh my gosh, I could totally feed this. And putting all the sauce and the tidbits on the inside was so smart. She's like, because they barely ever hit their face. Like the food kind of goes to their face, but a lot of it still drops to the floor. So if you have messy eaters in your family, then do that. And if you put it all inside, then they can't complain about what's in there because they don't know it till they've already eaten it, right? So in my house, I don't run a democratic kitchen. I think we have a towel in our booth that says, your opinion was really not part of the recipe. So sorry. So I don't run a democratic kitchen. If you don't like it, I tend to keep things really nice and big and chunky when I'm cooking, and you can quietly and discreetly pull it off to the side of your plate, keep your trap shut, and keep moving on with dinner. That's how I roll. So mincing it and chopping it real tiny throughout, sometimes it get infiltrated throughout the whole dish and they won't eat anything. I leave them big and chunky. It keeps my prep time down, and it keeps where they can identify if they don't like mushrooms, fine. But zip it, move it along. That's the way I do. Even if you're 4, you can learn to zip it, pull it off to the side of the plate, and move it along. So I'm not a short order cook. You don't get to place an order for what you're eating, and that goes for everything here. So, but they're not going to complain about this because these are amazing. So in here I have smartly not shredded a bunch of carrots. I pick up the shredded carrots from the market. Instead of having a whole Napa cabbage, which can cost a whole mess of money, and are you going to really use that? I pick up the angel hair coleslaw from the market, okay? That's the kind of stuff that, like, easy, quick, ready to go kind of things within your grocery store is fantastic. I have raw red onion. Does anyone know how to take the overpowering onion flavor out of your onions when they're raw? Soak them in ice water. If you put them in a bowl of ice water, then they're not so oniony anymore. That takes all it takes is like 2 or 3 minutes, and you could easily caramelize or grill these. These quesadillas are amazing with your grilled veggies from the night before. Yeah, Mama. Whatever shape you want it to be in, you cut it first. So if you want it to be chopped, chop it first and then put it into a bath of ice water and strain it out. You'll have to maybe pull out a couple of chunks of ice, but that's all you have to do, and you will not even believe the difference. And like, it's not like you could use that water for anything. It is like onion. I don't think, there's no use for it. But anyways, beautiful cilantro goes on. You could do basil, mint, all this fabulous, all these herbs. And then we also have some green onions are going to go on too. Load them up. If you like red peppers, put red peppers in them. If you want to go ahead and make it a little spicy, you could put some of those little red serrano peppers in there too. More cheese goes on. Look at this. This can't suck. This has got to be so tasty. So delicious. Ready? Okay, so then we go ahead and fold it back over. Same thing here. And then I'm going to give it the flip. See the slide? See the slide. This is not like, normally you'd have a spatula, but that didn't work. Look. There. All right. So now let's go ahead. Those are going to go ahead and cook on. And we're going to move into our quick, less than 30 minutes, our chicken and yellow rice. So in this pot, I have chorizo. Chorizo is a type of Mexican or Latin sausage. It can come in 2 different forms. It can come in a cured hard sausage-like that's almost like pepperoni. You find it, guess where? Right next to the pepperoni, if it's at your market. Sometimes you can't find that kind, and you find the ground meat kind of looking stuff in the refrigerated section of your Mexican, where like the cheeses are. Where was it here? This is Renee. Say hi, Renee.
It was actually near like the cheeses and stuff, but they had beef and pork.
Oh, so y'all were special. You had beef and pork chorizo here, which is pretty fancy. So we've got chorizo goes into a skillet. This is a 1-pot dish, and it freezes awesome. It is amazing to freeze. So into that, we're going to go ahead and add a bunch of veggies. We've got cut up carrots, but again, you could easily use shredded, or my biggest tip is I always have baby carrots on deck, right? They're already peeled. They're tiny. You can line them up and just go so very fast, and you don't have to peel anything. Then we also have tri-colored peppers. Another tip is that you can always have a bag of frozen peppers and onions in your freezer if you really wanted to make it super fast. It all gets dumped in along with some chopped garlic. And all this is going to start, I'm going to turn this up now that I've figured out, well, I thought I was getting sassy about how to turn it up. How did we do that, Renee? There we go. Ooh, doo-doo. There we go. Okay. So these, we don't even have to cook these long because we're going to be cooking the rice. And when the rice and the water goes in, it's all going to cook at the same time. So you're going to have these beautiful veggies that are already cooked, and it takes no prep. This is a dump and go, dump and go, dump and go kind of a recipe. So also with that, we also are doing, you can either do purple cabbage, or you can even do broccoli slaw straight from the produce section too. Lots of vegetables go into this dish. Lots and lots and lots. I love it. It's a one-stop shop. You could serve it with a salad. I'm going to go ahead and coat to toss it all together. Toss to coat it. So funny. So while we're also cooking, we're going to talk about, we also brought you, because we're doing international, we brought you a tiki virgin pina colada spritzer. So there's pineapple coconut. You're welcome. If you're here tomorrow, make sure you come to my mocktail party class. It's at 3 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to have so much fun. We're doing 3 incredible mocktails. So there is pineapple coconut nectar in here, sparkling Dasani lime juice, sparkling water, and then a gorgeous tiki simple syrup that we have at our drink shop. It's amazing. So now that this is kind of heated up a minute, we're going to go ahead and add in, we've got a bunch of spices. I've got some sazon Goya. This is easily found in your Latin section of the grocery store. We have some cumin and some Mexican seasoning, any kind of like the Montreal chicken seasoning by McCormick. First off, this mess is so good on scrambled eggs. It's ridiculous. It's so good. It's great in your quesadillas. It's great on anything. Grilled vegetables, it is so yummy. So Montreal chicken seasoning and cumin. Cumin, I put that in because it is like smoky heaven. It is what is the flavor of that smoky richness of a lot of Latin food is cumin. All right, next we're going to go ahead and, because we're heating up our spices, I'm going to add in corn, just frozen corn. If you have fire roasted corn, y'all have Trader Joe's out here? Okay, their fryer roasted corn is bananas. So delicious, but it's good only as an additive. You can put it in your soups, your tacos, your enchiladas, anything like this. Don't sit down and eat a bowl of it. It's like licking the bottom of an ashtray. So don't do that. But use it as an additive, and it's amazing. Okay, and then to that we have some yellow rice, which oddly I did find very hard to find here. We could not find a bag of yellow rice. If you can't find that, just some turmeric or some no, the other one, the little flower. Saffron, thank you. I was having a mental block. So all of this goes in and gets stirred up. I normally cook with a pan like this big. First off, my kids are, my oldest, I'm 6'1", my oldest is 16, he's 6'3", my next one is 14, and she is nearly 6 feet tall. Both of them row full time, so like on a boat like that. They're at a regatta this weekend that I'm painfully missing. But the second biggest regatta in the nation. They're at the head of the Hooch in Chattanooga. And so they, as you can imagine, they don't eat like little birds. They eat a lot. But we make a big, huge batch, and I always make twice as much, which is hard to say for my family because they eat so much. But I always make twice as much. Why? Is so that I can put it in the freezer. Because I want to be able to freeze everything I can, because that's our like drive-through at night. We pull things out. I pull it out in the morning and let it defrost on the countertop and all of that, and that's how we actually cook and go and make sure I have stuff always on the go. So I'm adding some water to this. Y'all, how many veggies have we put in here? And I haven't even finished because the green peas are going to happen at the very end. I don't put them at the beginning because they're going to turn into like yellowy mush. Yeah. I didn't. I had to make my own. I just took white basmati rice and added some turmeric. It would be really great if you could add some saffron to it, but of course that's like stupid expensive, and who's going to do that? But turmeric, a little onion powder, salt, That's what you would do to make your own. And you can Google yellow rice recipes all over the place. It really isn't hard. I mean, it's very easy, but it's just handy. It's handy to have it. I don't understand. What is going on? Utah, come on. Like, apparently I really needed to do this class to accept international flavors into your markets. So maybe I need to have a meeting with some kind of marketing people. So, but it's not hard to make it on your own. And I can add that to the recipe on the website. Sumptuousliving.net, if you search rice, it'll pull up. If you search quesadilla or Thai, the recipe for the quesadillas will turn up. All right, so I've given that a little wiggle and a jiggle. I'm stirring everything in, and I have not added in my chicken yet. My chicken for both of these recipes are rotisserie chickens, which is a quick weeknight dinner gift from the heavens. But I go and get like 6 of those rotisserie chickens, and I'm not talking about like the ones from, in our neck of the woods, it's Kroger. Here, it's Smith's. Okay, that's a little pigeon. I want the pterodactyl from Costco. Okay, if I'm going to spend time, I'm going to put on some TV, I put on a show. I set up 2 huge bowls, one for all the bones and one for the meat. All the bones and the skin goes into one, and if I wanted to make a broth with that, I could. But then all the meat goes in the other. I mix light and dark all together, and then I pull with my giant man-sized hands, but dainty hands work too, and I put them, a couple handfuls, into a freezer bag, and I put all of it into the freezer. So 2 cups, about 2 to 3 cups a piece go into each freezer bag, and I freeze it, and that makes soups, stews, pastas, tacos in 10 seconds, chicken salad, all this stuff, right? So it's really, really, really easy to always have chicken on hand. And so, and if you just spend one, it takes me maybe 30, 45 minutes to go ahead and do that. So all this is happy. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it, which we're missing a lid, so tin foil is going to work. And Renee is going to be cutting up and putting out some quesadillas in a little bit, and we're going to be having some rice. So to that, that's going to go ahead and cook along. That goes in for like maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Bubbles away, squeaks away, hopefully not at 9, but I can't work this cooktop. Wait, I figured it out. I have to start it and stop it over again. Okay, so then I bring it to a boil, reduce it down to a simmer, and to that, then at the very last 5 minutes, I'm going to add my chicken, and I'm going to add my peas. And I don't add my chicken right away, or even until the last minute. Can anyone tell me what's going to happen if I add rotisserie chicken that's super tender and already kind of pulled? Turns out it's going to go away. We're going to be like, there was chicken in that? I didn't know. It might be chicken flavored, but it will not exist anymore. If you've ever put rotisserie chicken or cooked chicken into like your chicken soup or anything, and all of a sudden it's like, I know I did it. I'm not losing my mind. I took the chicken, I put it in there, but now it's gone. It's because it was a rotisserie chicken and then it got obliterated. It's just too tender to do that. So you have to add that kind of stuff at the very last minute. If you wanted to go ahead and do your own chicken, cut up a chicken breast or something, just saute it up when you're doing the chorizo and you'll be fine and dandy, good to go. Okay, so this cooks for 15 to 20 minutes, and then at the end we go ahead and add all of our rotisserie chicken and our green peas that can go in straight from being frozen, by the way. So, does anyone have any questions so far? This is pretty quick. It's easy. I can make you 2 dishes in like 10 minutes. Well, I did all the prep work, but I mean, I didn't, she did. But thank you, Renee, right? So I'm giving this more of a wiggle. So we're going to be sampling out in just a few seconds. I love to hit stuff with lime. My kids love to hit things with lime. We always have sriracha on the table. We have a round Lazy Susan on our kitchen table with hot sauces or sriracha, or I'll put lime wedges on there. And we call it the wheel of flavor because we are always encouraging, try something out, put extra, like I'll have pink Himalayan salt. My youngest one, who is the Chick-fil-A and Cheerios kid, I do actually have one of those, but he'll go ahead, he loves salt. So he's just like, no, it needs salt. Now he's like a connoisseur. He tries to pretend like he is. He's 9 and he has like that curly hair from like Blue Lagoon, you know, that little gorgeous fro. So he eats all of this stuff too and loves every bit of it, but it's because I don't ever give up. You as an adult Your palate has changed since you were 10 years ago. You like different food now than you did 10 years ago. There's no reason your kids are going to not do the same. Their palate will change and change and change and change. And you'd be amazed if you just keep putting it out in front of them, one day they're going to eat it. And if you don't care like I do, then you really, I mean, like, that's fine. Move, quietly and discreetly move it along on the side of your plate. But they're going to love it. We love big, bold flavors. So we have our rotisserie, our chicken is coming out. We're going to start pulling out. If you guys want to, it was a very quick class. Holy cannoli, so fast. Anybody got some questions? Because we really did fly through it. It's like the quickest recipe ever. Let's make another quesadilla for sure. So we're going to go ahead and sample out because I think you guys are probably starving from all that shopping, right? Lots and lots of shopping fun. Who was one of your favorite booths? Tell me where your booths were. Ah! We have really incredible mocktail stuff in the booth. We have everything from simple syrups that are blueberry mint or pear rosemary or vanilla ginger or maple cinnamon, and then even non-alcoholic bitters, which if you come to my mocktail class tomorrow, you'll understand why bitters make a fabulous drink. Everybody deserves a fabulous drink, so we have incredible stuff. I'm going to go ahead and, even though this is still bubbling away, I'm going to add our chicken in there. Lots and lots of chicken. I like it to be meaty. I'm big on protein. Lots of chicken, even though this pot is going to be like, whoa, 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 I got to go to Jenny Craig before you put more chicken in me. It's too fat. But it's so healthy. We haven't done anything that's not super bright and fresh and healthy and delicious and amazing. So that's going to go in there. And then we also, I'm going to really push my luck and squeeze in some green peas. Isn't that pretty? It's like arroz con pollo if I'm from Miami too, along with being from Louisiana. Oh, we have some whole garlic in there too. That's awesome. That was from my show. I was on The Place this morning. Is that a show? Yeah. And then yesterday was Good Things Utah. This morning we did, so you can look for it, we did how to throw the perfect holiday party and not lose your mind in the process. And also I shared 3 different mocktail recipes as well. Yesterday on Good Things Utah, if you tune in on Thanksgiving morning, you'll see me there talking about how to have a stress-free Thanksgiving day. And also, see? Isn't it pretty? That's pretty. All right, so I think we're all good to go. I'm ready for you guys if you don't mind eating a little early. We are set for you to come up and have some beautiful, look, yay! Quesadillas, a little drinky poo. Make sure you try this. Remember, this is a tiki Thai virgin pina colada.
The quesadillas you can pick up with a napkin.
We're all girlfriends here, so we're having a big party. A big foodie party. We're going to do everyone come this way and come get your stuff. We'll make a line going that way so we don't have a jam up. I like your blouse. Oh. Okay, so in the drink is Humex. It's so good, right? That's why we have the drink shop. If y'all are mocktail people, please stop putting just Sprite and cranberry. That is so boring. You deserve good drinks. So that is Humex pineapple coconut nectar. You can totally get that here. And we have a tiki Thai. Let me turn this off, Renee. We have a tiki, almost like Jamaican jerk, but in a simple syrup. So it's a tiki island simple syrup, and then sparkling lime Dasani sparkling lime water. 3 ingredients. That's better than Sprite and cranberry. So you're eating it. That's what you're eating. It's just not finished cooking yet. They're all on the website. We have lots of gorgeous recipes, beautiful recipes on the website. Right here. Sorry, I can't reach them. I'm normally very long-armed, but I couldn't reach that one. No, but it's on my list so bad to go. Was it amazing? It's what I hear. It's like super affordable once you go. Once you get there, getting there isn't, but once you get there, you're spending like no money. Did you get a quesadilla? Oh, good. Okay. Really? I mean, it's beautiful, bright, fresh. It's so delicious. So much lime, so much everything. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. And it was so quick, right? And so many veggies. You're going to feel so good after eating it.
So when you make your Thai sauce, how long does it stay? Like, can you keep it in the fridge?
So we use this Thai sauce. When you make this Thai sauce, we have it in the on the website for like Thai spring rolls, for like Thai lettuce wraps. It stays in there for weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least 2 weeks.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's so yummy. It was so quick too. I have no filter, so I got. Is it good? Everybody happy? Good. Yay! And we have a Texas tortilla soup on the website that is amazing. There's an African peanut stew that is so delicious, so ridiculously good, and so easy to make, and makes a ton of it, and you can freeze it beautifully. We have a lot of really great, there's mojo chicken lettuce cups.
Thank you.
Lots of great international fun things to try on the website. And a little bit of a forewarning, I share cocktails every Friday, but we also have great mocktails on the website too, so. Sumptuous. Sumptuous, like something meaty and juicy and delicious, and you want to be sumptuous. Straight back that way. And if you guys come see us, use code CHEERS, and Lisa will give you 10% off of your purchase.
So rum in this one?
No, I wish.
No, I'm just saying.
No, there's no, you would totally put rum in there if you wanted to. Those tiki, that tiki simple syrup is amazing.
Okay. All right. It's just a napkin. I can't be
All right, we're coming out with more. No frets. Everybody happy, happy? Good, good, good. Make sure you use code CHEERS when you come see us, and we will get you all set up with a 10% discount.
What was the name of your booth that you have?
The mocktails, it's the drink shop, Sumptuous Living, but it's right there.
Drink shop?
Yeah, if you look for black and white ticking stripe, you can't miss it. But it's right there, L09, the drink shop. L9. Has anyone ever had a hard time when they're cutting cilantro or parsley and not really knowing how to do that? If you take it and hold it like, picture it like a tree, and you hold it from the trunk and hold it upside down. And then you take your knife. I'll show you in a second. Give you a little tip on how to cut cilantro real easy. So if you're holding your cilantro and you grab it by the stems and hold it down, take your knife and shave the edges, the outside edges, all the way down to the tippy top, and then chop the top off. Then you won't be left with a bunch of stems, and you're not spending your life plucking the leaves off of the stems. It's real quick. Shave, 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 chop. And then you can chop all of it at the same time, and that works for Italian parsley too. Lake Charles is my family, and then we have family in Baton Rouge, DeRidder, Lafayette. We have a family farm a tree farm up in Manny, which is just south of Shreveport. Oh, where are you from? Oh, my gosh. We used to live in, is Pineville right outside of Baton Rouge? Okay. Oh, and we fly into to Alexandria a lot too, because they actually have a direct flight from Atlanta to Alec. Uh huh. And that in this drink is our tiki simple syrup. It is amazing, and a bottle will last you a long time. It's got spices, all these aromatic, the same kind of spices you would use in like Jamaican jerk chicken. They make this beautiful tiki island syrup, and it's got allspice and just all these beautiful things. It's so good. It's great with iced tea. It's great with lemonade. It's great with phenomenal. It's so versatile. You can use it with a lot of things. Really, really good. Here, I'm going to pull the bottle. Renee, will you grab the bottle out of the back? It's in my bus tub. I'll let you smell it, and you'll be able to smell all those different. There's all kinds of spices in the syrup. The syrup itself is what has all the spices in it. It's like a Jamaican tiki kind of island Polynesian syrup. Tomorrow, my mocktail class is at 2 o'clock. It is very full, but I think they have some standing room. What did I do that? Sumptuous living. And we have a rack card with my website on it with 4 different mocktail recipes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has 4 different amazing mocktail recipes on it.
And it had the Thai sauce recipes on your.
That's on our website. Mm-hmm. So there's recipes galore on the website. There is a beautiful green pea crostini that I did this morning on the place. And then I did a butternut squash bruschetta with goat cheese, a figgy onion glaze, and pistachios on Good Things Utah yesterday. So there's some really great recipes on there. Where did that tiki syrup go? Maybe I threw it away. No, it's okay. They can come smell it at the booth. There's one open at the booth. All right, I think once I finish this one, I'm going to go ahead and, oh no, I'm done with I'm not going to open more tortillas. I think we're good. Let's shut it down. Thank you, everybody. Cheers, cheers. If you want more, feel free to come up and get a little more.